Hello, all of you. Welcome to the third and hopefully the last class for inventory. Yes, as we gear up and go and start this class, we should recollect what we have done. In the first class, I made you comfortable with the traditional, conventional, or historical method of stock valuation. LIFO, last आता है first जाता है. FIFO, first in first out, and weighted average. Okay, yesterday we talked about some other methods. One was specific identification material. I gave you example also. Another was standard costing. So many times, irrespective the actual cost, standard costing is used as issue. Okay, for issuing, standard costing is used. Okay, right. So now with this standard costing and all this, last one method yesterday we have studied. Sixth method is adjusted selling price, most important from the exam. If they give you selling opening stock of inventory at selling price, purchase at selling price, sale at selling price, can you get closing stock also at selling price? But you all know inventory is your stock which is there in your godown. If the cost is 10 and selling price is 25, you can't say ये मेरा stock है ना 25 में बिकेगा. जब when it is sold that time. Right now stock is to be valued at cost. And what is cost? 25 rupees, right? That is the selling price. Sorry, cost is what? 10. So in yesterday's method, in the selling price, if we remove the profit margin, can we come to the cost? Yes, I hope you all are getting what I am saying. So reverse we go. Closing stock at selling price minus the profit margin, you get the closing stock at cost. But the problem with this kind of the problems is that if the GP ratio is missing, then can we find the GP ratio? By taking normal sales, normal opening, normal purchases and closing and all. So we will get normal GP percentage. So closing inventory at selling price is say 125. 25 is the profit. You will get it at cost. Is this now clear to all of you? Right? Okay. So this is how we will do. I have given lot of booster notes. Time permits, I'll surely send you the screenshots also for the booster notes so that you can write it and complete it. Look at the screen. Valuation of inventory we have done by all the three methods. If issues are not there, then you can value it like this. This was a very logical and beautiful problem. Closing stock, purchases hai to with purchases what will you add? Carriage inward, yes, all this you will add. GST and custom duty and all you will add, and then you will get it correct. Okay, so this is what we have done. Now what we are doing, first I want to share orally. Today is a very different and nice. How many techniques are over for inventory valuation? 6. LIFO, FIFO, weighted average, standard. Standard say related, no problems are there. It's a concept. Specific identification concept. And yesterday we have worked out problems with adjusted selling price. 7th and the last method we are doing for inventory today is, yesterday, if there was some network issue and if you have not heard, many students are saying, I'll repeat. I talked about, today is my voice and screen and all clear? At least if you can just put a C, right? Okay. Now, yesterday I taught you perpetual inventory and और एक क्या पढ़ा था? Periodic inventory system. Periodic inventory system, you take physical stock after every month or every 15 days or every Sunday, so on, depending on the nature of your business. That is periodical stock taking. Perpetual stock is issue aaya na, you have issued now, balance. Receipt now, balance. After every issue and receipt, you are balancing. So you have the closing stock figure with you. That is which method? Perpetual. Now listen, as a CA or professional CMA, whatever, you need to do stock taking for your clients. You know what is stock taking? They'll give you physical stock, stock in the books ka list. This product, these quantities are there in our books, and actually they will be there. Yes, we have done the stock audit of televisions and refrigerator and electronics companies. So I remember this actual example I'm sharing with all of you. I always say learning should be practical, theoretical, bridge. So listen to this example. Physically, we can count. Okay, that 14 washing machines are there, 35 TVs are there, this much refrigerators are there, and in book and tally it. If there is any discrepancies, you should know कि shortage क्यों है, surplus क्यों है. Now, why I am teaching you this? Listen, dear students, we have 30 clients. Can we go to all the 30 clients on 31st March? Chalo, today is the last day of the financial year. We want to close. And chalo, let us count the stock. Is it possible? It's not possible. So sometimes we may do stock taking of 31st March on say 7th of April. So 7th of April, book stock and physical stock you tally. It is tallying. Now 31st to 7th, this gap is there. 31st to 7th, this gap is there. In this gap, what is the material issued? So 7th, it's not there. Add back. I hope you are getting. Whatever is the sales, bring it at cost and add back. And in these 7 days, whatever is the purchase, if you minus, will you get the stock? I'll write it and show you. That's what is today's class. That if the stock taking is done on different date, either 27th March or 4th of April, can you bring it exactly on 31st? You will understand the concept, even if you have missed yesterday. But thoda dhyan se dekhna hai. Yeah, just 2 minutes. Color. We'll change the color because it's a different day. One second. All right, chalo. See, this is 31st March 2021, my stock taking day. But if I take the stock on 7th of April, say closing stock is 5 lakh. Now, whatever is the purchases in these 1st to 7th, can I minus? That purchase is a part of this stock. Purchase of 10,000 from 1st to 7th is a part of this stock. Okay, right? But then it was not there on 31st. So my journey is 7th of April. Say what is my stock on 31st of March? So can I minus this purchases? Okay, 7th of April, 5 lakh stock was there. No, 10,000 was received after 31st March. It's there in the godown, minus kar do. And now add back. If there is some sale of course at cost. Say 25,000 goods were there on 31st, but they were sold. So add back. So if you add back 25 minus this, your stock is 5,15,000 on 31st March. Take your time. There are formats and all in your material, but kuch zarat nahi hai utna. Are you clear or not? Yes, right? Chalo. Now come to this side. 27th March. If you take the stock on 27th March, whatever is the purchase till 31st of March, you should add. 27th March stock was 8 lakhs, but 10,000 more you purchased. So your journey is from 27 to 31st. So add the purchases made from 27 to 31st and minus the sales. 27 to 31st, whatever sales you have made, that you deduct it. Nikal do. 27 ko stock mein 5,000 goods were there, but then they were sold on 28, 29. So remove and add the purchase. You will get the correct stock. Is it very easy and logical also? Yes, right? So that's what we have done. I think 10th problem I did yesterday last. Chalo. So with this, let us look at our material now and let us do problems related to this. Yeah. For that, you all should read this para. Normally, all operations are suspended for 1 or 2 days during the financial year and physical inventory is taken. You know, when you take stock taking, you have to stop your business. See, if purchase and sale is going on, how will you count your stock? The stock taking may you have to stop your business for 1 or 2 days. For the year-ended inventory, physical inventory taking is done during the last week of financial year or during the first week. If inventory taking is finished on 26th March, whereas accounting year ends on 31st March, and sales between 26th March and 31st March are separately adjusted. Just now I told you. Later, a value is put on each item. The principle of cost or NRV, whichever is lower, wo to hai. Normally, enterprises prefer to perform inventory taking closing day. However, some inventory taking cannot be carried out on the closing day. I told you last day it's not possible. It may be carried out few days later or sometimes earlier. In such case, actual value of inventory may be adjusted. You know, so they have given you example. Like if you take inventory on 7th, whatever is the purchase between 1st to 7th minus whatever is the sales between 1st to 7th, but not at selling price, at cost, add it back. You get actual inventory. Just look at this example and here only 2 minutes. और कोई डाउट है तो पूछो, कोई भी डाउट है तो पूछो. Nice example. Is it clear? Stock as per books and as per physical verification will differ. Goods which are sold and recorded in the books but not delivered. Sold hai, bill ban gaya, lekin it was raining very heavily, so we could not give the dispatch. It was still in godown. Goods purchased and recorded in the books but not received. Return inward is received, sales return, but not recorded in the books. Purchase return has gone but not recorded. So what are the differences? Either you have received and not recorded, or you have recorded and not received. These all cases are there which can be possible. So how to go by now? Suppose you are taking the stock on 7th. Add the cost of the goods which you have sold and return outward, purchase return. कुछ परचेज रिटर्न आपने किया है ना, तो वो एड बैक कर दो, क्योंकि परचेज रिटर्न यू हैव डन फ्रॉम 1st to 7th, बट इट वाज देयर ऑन 31st. नो, बाद में यू सेड परचेजेस गो बैक टू द क्रेडिटर्स. वी डोंट वांट, so add back purchase return and add back cost of the sales less goods received, sales return. Whatever sales return has come on 1st to 7th, minus it, because this is the sales return after 31st March. So on 31st, the sales return was not there, no, minus it. And purchases also, whatever you have purchased, minus it. Same way is this format, add and less. I don't believe in, mugging up these formats. If you do it logically, it will be very clear to you. Right. 1 second. Yeah. Let us do right now 11th problem in the class. 11th प्रॉब्लम से शुरू करते हैं. Please analyze for yourself. You will be very clear with me. Are you all following the class? Is the speed fine? If you can let me know in the chat box. A trader prepared his accounts. So I keep on asking you, but as a teacher also with all these years of experience, I always emphasize on the points where I know that generally students ask these doubts and I clear it usually to my best. Chalo. A trader prepared his accounts on 31st March. Due to unavoidable, he took the stock taking on 15th April, on which date the total cost of the goods in his godown were 5 lakhs. Following facts were established between 31st of March and 15th of April. Okay, right. Sale 4,10,000 including cash sales. Okay. So between 31st March to April there was some sales. But sales whenever you have to add back, see, March को stock लेना था. Okay, screen got stuck up. Wait a minute. This is being a technical trouble. I don't know what to do. One second. Yeah, read the problem with me. So 31st March to 15th April, you did the stock on 15th. There was some sale. So that sale is not there on 15th, but it was there on 31st. So what will you do? Add back. But not the sale value, you will add back it at cost. Purchases, what you will do, purchases. This purchase is a part, but then it is not there on 31st, so minus. Sales return, something has come back as sales return. What will you do for the sales return? 10,000. That also we will minus. Sales and sales return. And goods are sold at a GPO. It's like, 5 minutes problem, 20%. You are required to assert an inventory on 31st March. Here we begin very quickly. Problem number 11. Yeah, statement. Statement of ascertainment of ascertainment of inventory. Statement of ascertainment of the inventory. Value of inventory as on 15th of April. How much is inventory on 15th of April? 5 lakh. Now whatever you have sold, add back. Add back cost of goods sold. So you have the sales figure. How much goods are sold here? First to 15th, goods sold are 410. Out of that, 10,000 has come return back also, 10,000. So what is your net sales? 4 lakh. What will be the cost for this? 4 lakh is the sale. And profit is 20% in the sales. So cost will be 80%. You can have directly or you can do profit 20%, 80,000. तो COGS कॉस्ट कितना होगा 320. 320 के गुड्स माइनस कर दो. ओ सॉरी ऐड करना है ऐड बिकॉज दे आर सोल्ड. First to 15th, these goods are sold. I know you need to focus a lot. Problem is small, but focus करने से क्या होगा बट्टीफाई नहीं करना पड़ेगा आपको कोई फॉर्मूला. So first to 15th, the goods I have sold for cost 320. They are not there in my godown on 15th. So add back. Add back. 31st, these goods were there or not? Yes. Yes, ma'am. They were sold between 1st to 15th. Add back. Now, minus the purchases. From 1st April to 15th April, what are the purchases? और वो purchases आप minus कर दो. What is the value of the purchases? Cash purchase doesn't matter. Purchase is purchase, sale is sale. 50,340. That's it. Now what you get is the correct closing stock as on 31st March 2021. Closing stock as on 31st March 2021. 769,660. 769,660. Check this one problem, analyze it please. 2 minutes, I'll be back. करो एक तो करो खुद से. Did you revise it once? You want me to revise, then message me or all clear. Because you took it on 15th of April, whatever goods you have sold, They were there on 31st. Now they are not there. So add back. And whatever goods you have purchased minus returns के साथ. ठीक है? Right. Chalo, let us take up the next problem now. Are these problems very small, very simple? I'm doing some analysis, so I'm taking time. And if you have any doubt, message me. Let us read the 12th problem. Inventory taking for 31st March was completed on 10th of April, showing inventory 1675. After the end, till the end of the completion of inventory, sales for the year were 68,750. Profit margin being 33.33% on cost. 1/3 on cost is 1/4 on selling price. I'll teach you now. Purchase for the next year included in the inventory amounted to 90,000 at a cost less trade discount. So if you have done any purchases, minus kar do. During the year, goods were added to inventory at a markup of 3,000 in respect of sales return. Some sales return has also come. So it was not there on 31st. So what will you do? Minus. See the position where you are 15th. First to 15, some sales return, minus. After inventory taking, it was found that there was certain very slow moving item, 11,250, which should be taken at 5,250 to ensure disposal to an interested customer. Yes? Due to, 1 minute. After inventory taking, it was found that there were certain slow moving items, 11,250, which should be taken at 5,250 to ensure disposal. Okay. So some items, if the cost is 11,250, but you are not going to sell it at more than 5,250, they are like slow moving or poor selling line, you know. कभी-कभी होता है ना, बड़े-बड़े प्रोडक्ट की वैल्यू कम हो जाती है. Then you should reduce this difference. Due to heavy flux, certain goods 15,500 were received from supplier beyond the delivery date of the customer. As a result, the customer refused to take delivery and NRV of the goods was 12,500. Yes, इसको तो कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Due to heavy flux, certain goods costing 15,500 were received from the supplier beyond the delivery date of the customer. Okay, so 15,500 goods were received and they were already there in the godown. As a result, the customer refused to take delivery and NRV of the goods is 12,500. So reduce that value also. Yes, compute the value of the inventory. So now, generally 1st to 31st to 15th March, you are adjusting the purchase and sale. But here in the 31st stock also some values are reducing. So cost or NRV, whichever is lower, AS2, valuation of inventory. Cost is 10, but NRV, market value, itna, you know, like iPhone 15 comes to 12 and 13, the prices will drop down. So market value is going to be less, so you have to take that loss also into consideration. Okay? So that is one added item we will do in the 12th problem right now in class. Chalo, shuru karte hain. Statement of inventory as on 31st of March. That's what is our aim, to get it on 31st of March. And we are starting with value of inventory as on 10th of April. 10th of April, 16,75,000. 16,75,000. Now, read the problem again, second time with me. 1675 is inventory on 15th of April. After the end of the year, sales was there. So add back the sales. Cost of goods sold. So sales value कितना है आपको दिया है? Sales value is given as 68,750 minus profit. If you minus, you get the COGS, and profit is 33 1/3 on cost. So this is 133.33. Cost is 100, profit is 33.33, 133.33. Yes. So now what I was teaching all of you, dear students, on cost, if the profit is 1/3, on sales it is 1/4. This is an additional concept. If you understand, good. Are you getting what I'm saying? On cost 100, the profit is 1/3. So on selling price, it will be 1/4. Is this clear to all of you? 1/4. 33.334 times, no? So what is the profit? 68,750 goods are sold. And the profit is divided by 4. So the profit is coming to 17,188. They have rounded off to 17,190, but correct ही लेना चाहिए मेरे ख्याल से तो. I hope you all are getting 68,750 into 33.33 divided by 133.33. अगर किए तो कितना आ रहा है? 17186 or 88. ठीक है? So what is the cost of the goods? 51,562. Now tell me, what am I doing is clear to all of you or not? 1st April to 10th April, cost of the goods which are sold is 51,562. Add back because they were there in the godown on 31st. Now less. Next item, purchases less होंगे. Whatever is the purchase between 1st to 15th, it's there in stock in 15th, but it's not the purchases of last year. तो निकाल दो. Purchases included inventory of 90,000 at a trade discount of 10%. Trade discount is not recorded in books. So it must have been recorded at 81,000 is there in the stock 16,75. But 81 is purchased afterwards, तो निकाल दो. Next, during the period, some goods were added to inventory at a markup of 3,000 in case of sales return. ये भी minus कर दो. Sales return. They have come back. Inventory at markup price. Inventory at markup price means, underline this language, all of you. I'm also doing, underline it in your book. Inventory at markup price means sales return at the selling price. कितने के goods वापस आ गए आपके गोडाउन में? 3,000. But again, this is at selling price. So what will be the profit on this? 1/4. 750. 1/4 on sales. 1/4 on sales. So what will be the cost? 2250. 2250 goods are added between 1 to April for the sales return, but they were not there on 31st. Nikalo bahar. 2250. Is my analysis clear or not? Some may be feeling it's over, but it's zaruri analyze karna. Next, anyone is confused in taking the profit? Profit is 1/3 on cost and 1/4 on sales. चले आगे. Next. Okay. After inventory taking, it was found that 11,250 should be taken at 5250. Loss due to slow moving items or poor selling lines. Slow moving item लिखो अलग अलग नाम. Same item. Slow moving item के लिए there is a loss. 11,250 minus 5250. $6,000. $6,000. Why am I minusing 6,000? Because some value of item is reduced. Due to heavy rain, certain goods costing 15,500 was received from the supplier beyond the delivery date of the customer. As a result, customer refused to take delivery and NRV of the goods were estimated to be 12,500. So these goods are values reduced. Reduction in value of goods. Some goods which we had decided to dispatch and on nahi kar paye on 31st March tak. So the value is reduced to 12,500. Reduced by nahi hai, it is reduced to. So 3,000 rupees stock I should reduce. Add back the sales minus the purchases minus the sales return and so on. Value of inventory as on 31st of March. Inventory value is 61,34,312. 16,34,312. This is the correct inventory on 31st March. Whatever was the purchase between 1st to April, it was included in stock. निकाल दो. What was the sales return? वापस आ गया था first to, वो भी include हो गया था, निकाल. Whatever is goods sold, add back because they were there. But everything should be at cost because we are dealing with the chapter called as inventory. Nice problem. All adjustments are clear or not? I hope you all remember the thumb rule. If cost is 10 rupees and NRV is 7, you have to reduce the value of the inventory. That is so very, very important. So these are all the problems related to inventory valuation. Chalo, next one we will see. The more problems you practice, your concept is becoming perfect. Ask fast, please, what doubt you have. You want me to show the screen again? Unmute करके पूछो, अगर पूछ सकते हो. कोई भी डाउट है प्रॉब्लम में, कोई भी लॉजिक नहीं समझ में आया तो पूछो. चलो, we'll do the next problem, 13th problem now. Razak, who was closing the books on 31st March, takes it on 9th of April. So 31st to 9th, we have to adjust. It was found that sales are entered in the sales book on the same day of dispatch and return inward in the return book. Purchase are entered in the purchase day book once the invoices are received. It was found that sales between 31st to 9th April वो add back करना पड़ेगा. Purchases minus करना पड़ेगा. Out of this 500 were not received also. So though 1st April to 9th April purchase were 1200, but 500 was not received. So if not received, then what we should do, whatever is received, वही तो stock में add है ना, तो उतना ही minus करेंगे. Goods invoiced during the month of March 2020, but goods received only on 4th of April amounted to 1000. Okay. Goods invoiced during March, but goods were received on 4th April. So they were like purchases. But अब तो गोडाउन में थे ना. So these were invoiced during the March, but stock में तो नहीं था उस दिन, नहीं होना चाहिए था. So these purchases which you have received on 4th of April, they are a part of 9th of April, but यहाँ तो minus ही होगा. And rate of GP is again 33%. See, making the equation you are going to use in consignment, joint venture, this, that, all, so many chapters. ठीक है, चलो शुरू करते हैं इसको. After this we'll take some nice, बहुत logical chapters कर लिए हमने. BRS, inventory, और एक क्या किया था वो भी लॉजिकल था, रेक्टिफिकेशन. अभी ना हम डेप्रिसिएशन करेंगे इसके बाद. चलो, Thirteenth problem, same. As less you do, you will get it correct. Statement of inventory as on 31st of March 2020. Statement of inventory. Particulars and amount. दो अमाउंट कॉलम बनाओ. वो जो वर्किंग हम लेस कर रहे हैं ना उसको भी लिखेंगे. Closing stock as on 9th of April, 2,50,000. Closing stock as on 9th of April is 2,50,000. Now read the problem. It was found that some goods are sold. Sales day, it was found that sales is 17,200. Add back cost of goods sold. What is the sales value? 17,200. What is the GP in the sales? GP in the sales is 1/3 on the cost. If cost is 100, 1/3, 33.33. तो सेल्स का 1/4, 133.3. Same. So 1/4 of 17,200. 4,300 is this. So what is the cost of the goods? 12,900. See, 12,900 goods are sold. 12,000. Listen to me carefully. 12,900 goods are sold. So they are not there in 250, but they were there on 31st to add back. Logically. Chalo. Next is minus purchases. But purchases total as per books. How much purchases you have made? 1,200. But they are saying one thing in this is 500 were not received. So not received means not a part of the inventory in the godown. So 1st to 9th April, how much was the purchases? 700. But nikal do, because that's not the purchases. 700. Or कुछ adjustments. Goods invoiced during the month of March but received on 4th of April, 1000. Goods invoiced during the month of March but goods received only on 4th of April. This is the purchases which you have received on 4th of April. So it's a part of 9th of April but 31st को तो नहीं था ना. Purchases made in March but received on 4th of April. पर first को तो नहीं था ना, तो minus कर दो. Yes, that's it. So easy. Closing stock as on 31st March 2020. That's what you wanted. So 2,50,000, add back 12,900 minus 1,700, 261,200. Take your time. Please message me in the chat box if you want a note for anything. Yeah, I'll re-explain. Okay, last 1,000 is not clear. I will re-explain. Listen. On 31st March, some goods which we had purchased, but godown mein nahi aaye the on that date. They came on 4th. So they were there in the stock in the 9th. But were they actually the part of 31st stock? Answer is no. They were received on 4th. So any purchases from 1st to 9th minus whether they are received on 4th or 5th. So minus. And sale add back. See, these all the problems we are doing it like closing stock taking ke bahar hai. Abhi I'll do some problems where stock taking is earlier. So then add back. Abhi purchase minus ho raha hai. There purchase add back hoga. Sale minus hoga. Don't say ma'am just reverse can be learned. Apply your logics. It will be very clear to you. ठीक है? Chalo. These are like very small 5 marks problem. Plant and machinery or depreciation, just I was just looking yesterday. It is I asked many times lengthy problems, but ये तो बहुत simple. Let us go to the next problem, 14th problem now in class. Value of the stock as on 1/4/2019 is given. Purchases made is given. Manufacturing expense is given. Sales is given. At the time of valuing the closing stock on 31st March, a sum of 60,000 was written off on a particular item which was purchased for 2 lakh. Oh, this is not inventory problem. This is that problem. Abnormal nikal do to on normal you will get. We have done no yesterday. So on 31st of March, 60,000 was written off in a particular item which was original purchase for 2 lakh. So now how much is included? 2 lakh with 60 so you have written off. So 140 is included. And this was sold also at 160. So this is an abnormal item which is purchased and sold. So if you remove this, you will get your normal item. What is your normal item purchased and sold? But for the above transactions, the gross profit is 25% on the stock. Then can you get the normal purchases? We have done such problem to show you. कल हमने किया था ना abnormal निकाल दो ये रहा देखो लास्ट ही किया था total opening stock minus abnormal, sale में से भी abnormal. So now you get everything normal. So once you get this, you can apply the GP and get the inventory. Exactly same problem. Opening stock is given, purchases is given. There are 2-3 ways of doing it, you know. GP निकाल के भी कर सकते हैं. I feel best ways. याद नहीं काम करते हैं. कल आपको ऐसे open way में सिखाया था. I told you items in purchase and sale which are not sold at normal GP are separated, so that way we get normal sales, normal GP. You can do this like this also, or you can prepare a trading account, or you can prepare a statement also. I'll show you. कैसे भी लॉजिक से करो, बट वर्किंग पूरा बताना है आपको. दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट. प्रॉब्लम नंबर 14. We'll make a trading account. I'll show you. Trading account, triple column, triple amount column. After this, if you want, I'll show you add less also. जैसे करना है एग्जाम. Calculator में मत करके आना, because your calculator you are not going to submit at the exam center. Trading account. Particulars, total. Abnormal item, normal item. Make the columns. Particulars, total. Abnormal item, normal item. Nice, clear to all of you? शुरू करें. I'm waiting for you all. Have you made the columns? चलो, let us fill up the figures. Total figures. What is your opening stock? Total 7 lakh. What is your purchases? Total 34 lakh 60,000. What is your manufacturing expenses? 7 lakh. Sales. 52 lakh 20,000. Total column, right? Now in opening stock, a sum of 60,000 was written off, which was originally of 2 lakh. So can I say in opening stock still 1,40,000 is there? 1,40,000 is abnormal opening stock. 2 lakh ka tha, 60,000 you have already written off. So 140 is your abnormal opening stock. So 7 lakh minus 140. So what is your normal opening stock? 560. Take your time if you want, write down here. Abnormal opening stock 2 lakh minus 60,000 written off. $140. ठीक है, चलो. Next, they have given it was sold also for 160. So in your total sales 52 lakh 20,000, 160 is the abnormal sales. So what is my normal sales? Normal sales 50 lakh. One second. Huh? There are so many ways of doing this, just saying. ठीक है. 50 to 26 में से 160 निकाल दो. So what is your normal sales? One second, the screen got stuck up. One second, one second. ₹50,60,000. Done. Now have you finished typing the problem? Opening stock, normal, abnormal, total, sales, normal, abnormal. Now see, how much is the GP in the abnormal item? 20,000. How much is the GP on the normal sales? That percentage is given. 25% on cost. Cost is 100. GP is 20. GP is 25% on the cost. Write down please all of you. Cost is 100, GP is 25% on cost. So selling price is 125. Selling price is 125. So selling price में कितना होगा? 50,60,000 into 25 by 125 is the GP. Is this clear or not? In your normal sales, GP is into 25 divided by 125. Equation 125 में 25 है तो normal में कितना है? Normal GP 10,12,000. So can we add and get total GP 10 lakh? What is your normal GP? 10 lakhs 32,000. This is 10 lakh 12,000. This is 10 lakh 32,000. I hope you all are getting. Normal income में normal GP. Now purchase and manufacturing expenses will anyways be common. Normally रहेंगे ना? No one will buy abnormal item. No one will buy abnormal item. So can we get closing stock as the balancing figure? Abnormal item तो totally खत्म हो गया. Yes. Just check now how much you are getting the closing stock. 10 lakh 32,000 plus 7 lakh plus 3460 plus 7 lakh. 58 lakh 92,000 minus 52 lakh 20,000. 6 lakh 72,000 is the closing stock. Same I will teach you in insurance claims in CA Inter. आप ये करो, बोलो मुझे कुछ डाउट है तो. I'll tell you one another shortcut way also. But first try to understand this. No, please revise it. It's not कि हाँ मैम तो बोलते हैं रिवाइज हो गया अब नेक्स्ट पे चलते हैं. No, no. I don't want to jump and go to the next problem. Yes. Are you clear what I am saying? Once again, shall I revise the problem? I wrote first the total figures. Then opening stock में से abnormal. Abnormal item no one will purchase. Purchases will be normal. Expenses will be normal. It's like abnormal पड़े हो जाता है. So even in sales you remove abnormal. So on normal sales GP is fixed. And you get this as answer. Balancing figure is the closing stock. I hope you all are writing balancing figure. And totals also. I'm not writing total पर आप लिखो ना total. Clear है? Option 2 या required now. Exam में मत करना. एक ही option करना पर अभी तो दूसरा भी option देख लो. There is another option also to do this problem. Routine total trading account we can prepare. Simple trading account. अब वो भी ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट भी बना सकते हैं. आई हैव प्रिपेयर्ड ट्रिपल कॉलम. इफ यू डोंट वांट जस्ट प्रिपेयर अ सिंपल ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट टोटल कॉलम वाला. हाँ टोटल बनाओ जल्दी. कभी कभी ना दिस टाइप ऑफ ड्रिलिंग इज वेरी हेल्पफुल. करो. राइट डाउन ओपनिंग स्टॉक टोटल 7 लाख. परचेजेस टोटल 34,60,000. Manufacturing expenses total 7 lakh. Sales 5220. I hope you all are able to take up just the total figures from the problem I am taking up. Nothing else. Opening, purchases, manufacturing expenses and sales. अब दो बाकी है. एक तो जीपी, एक तो क्लोजिंग स्टॉक. अब देखो मैं क्या कर रही हूँ. वर्किंग आई फील दिस इज ऑफ कोर्स इजियर बट दिस वाज इन डेप्थ है थोड़ा बट अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए अच्छा है. आर यू एबल टू टेक डाउन द फिगर्स? लुक एट द प्रॉब्लम. ओपनिंग, परचेज, एक्सपेंस दिस इज गिवन. नाउ आई एम डूइंग सम वर्किंग फॉर जीपी. एबनॉर्मल सेल्स minus cost. What is abnormal item ka sales? 160. And what was it cost right now? 140. I hope you remember. How did you get 140? 2 lakh mein already 60,000 you had written off. So abnormal item stock was 140. It is sold as 160. So GP kitna hai? 20,000. Now GP in normal sales. So 52 lakh 20,000 minus 160 abnormal sales निकाल दो तो ना आपको normal sales आएगा. 5220 minus 160. So 50 lakh 60,000 is your normal sales. In that how much is the GP? Into 25 125. Equation to I hope clear. On cost it is 25. So on selling price it will be 125. Into 25 divided by 125. 10,12,000. So what is the total GP? Abnormal item GP is only 20,000. Normal item GP is 10,12,000 on normal sales. So my total GP normal abnormal 10,32,000. I can't say how much I am remembering one question in departmental accounts at inter level where you know this. Students don't understand because in foundation they leave inventory chapter, which is so very important to get that analytical skill. Can you all message me if this is clear? Now balancing figure automatically your stock will come. Balancing figure your stock will come 6,72,000. So I just wrote the total figures and I took GP on abnormal sales separately and on normal sales separately. Like that I did. I want message from all of you. Which method did you find easy? First method or second? And third I'm not doing. but I did it T format. You can do this in add less format also, no? Sales minus GP, COGS, opening plus purchase plus expense. वो वर्टिकली वैसे भी कर सकते हैं हम. Yes. अच्छा. Thank you so much for the amazing answers you all are giving. Both are easy, ma'am. Then surely in CA Inter, Dipti ma'am has got 95 out of 100 all over India. I was topper. You are going to get Rahul 98 for sure. अच्छा 9900 वो भी ठीक है. So this is the way to study. Many times, many students after becoming C also they tell me, and then I feel really glad. This is not to boost myself, but I am telling you this is the way you analyze and do. सिर पैर बिना का problem. This is a Hindi word I use. Sir pair means sometimes you don't know what is the structure of the question. Still, if you have this knowledge, you can do it. Trading account बना के करो, ऐसे करो, and vertically to still more easy. अरे write down opening stock plus purchase plus expenses, you get COGS. Right or not? And you know what is the COGS? Profit. Opening stock plus purchase plus manufacturing expenses. This is the COGS. And whatever you have sold minus the GP. That will also give you COGS. So vertically also you can get the closing inventory. Balancing figure will be your inventory. Opening stock plus purchase plus expenses minus sale at cost. Selling value पे नहीं लेना, sale minus the GP cost, so you get inventory. Okay? Chalo, very good that you are following everything. I hope you all are enjoying writing. And if you will watch my CA Inter lectures of insurance claim, exactly this. If you will watch departmental account, दो तीन department है, calculate the profit and then balancing figure you take the stock, you will get it exactly like this. ठीक है? So that's all for the 14th problem. मुझे लगता है as we move ahead, one problem you all should do, no? I'm to doing. 15th I'll take little later. थोड़े ऐसे ही problem कर लेते हैं. Stock पहले लिया, बाद में लिया. Let us do now the problem wherein the stock is taken earlier. Then whatever is the purchases, add. What? No. From this date to this date, 24th if you have taken 24th March and 31st तक आना है. So whatever is the purchases after that you will add, and whatever is the sales you will minus. ठीक है? चलो करते हैं. 16th problem we'll do. I'll read out the problem. Okay. 16th problem पढ़ते भी हैं and quite a long time now. So 2 minutes if you all also want to take a break. I'm also coming back. Just exactly 2 minutes and then start reading the 16th problem now in class. ठीक है? Take a break, 2 minutes. Yes, speaking. Are you all also back after taking a break? Continuously more than 1 hour, we should not look at the screen. So, yes, chalo. Let us begin now. 16th problem we are doing. Physical verification of stock in business was done on 23rd June and value of stock was 48 lakhs. Following transactions took place. So now you want to bring the stock to 30th of June from 23rd. Out of the goods sent on consignment, goods at cost were 240 were unsold. So if you have your stock with yourself or with your consignee, it is your stock. So you have to add back the stock of goods lying with consignee because it's my stock lying with my consignee. So add back. Now, purchase of 4 lakh were made, out of which goods worth 160, okay, were delivered on 5th of July. Hmm? So purchases of 4 lakh were made, out of which goods worth 160 were delivered on 5th of July. So वैसे ही 160 didn't come. So whatever has come, that should be there in the stock, no, in the godown. So add back, right? Okay. Next, sales were 13 lakh 60,000, which included goods worth 320. Okay, sent on approval basis. Now this is in itself is a chapter, और वो chapter हमारा हुआ भी नहीं है. Goods sold on approval and they have given. So I have to introduce this concept first. Half of these goods were returned, but no information is available. Now goods are sold at cost plus 25. Equation is clear. Cost is 100, 25 and 125. However, goods costing 240 have been sold for 120. Determine the value of the stock as on 30th of June. ठीक है? All clear? So let us take up adjustment. First, listen to one thing. ध्यान से सुनो, 2 मिनट यहाँ सुनो. What do you mean by goods sold on approval? I am sending some goods to Smita. Okay, Smita, I'm sending some goods to you. If you like it, you keep it, otherwise you return. So these are like goods sold on approval basis. If you approve and like it, you keep it, otherwise you return. Okay? Now, what is the concept here? Just listen. When you send the goods on approval basis, I will pass the entry party to sales. Because my goods are with you. If the goods are damaged, no, you will have to bear everything. I hope you are getting. Huh? So, purchases. Purchase, I mean say whatever goods I have sold, when I send it on approval basis, I will record it as sales. Now, if you accept it, Smita likes my goods and she accepts it, no entry. If you return it back, reverse the sales returns. At the year ending, if you don't accept it and return, I will remove from sales because these are not the goods sold, prudence principle. But are the goods, even if the goods are lying on 31st with me or with Smita, but Smita has informed me, ma'am, I'm not going to take these goods back, I'll send you back. Is this my stock? Answer is yes. So whatever goods are sold on approval basis, if you want, I'll give booster notes now, and when we do the chapter in one day, it will be clear. Whatever goods are sold on the approval basis, when the goods are sold on the approval basis, that time just pass the entry as if sales. When you accept it, no problem. If you return it back, I should take it in my stock at cost, because now this is my stock lying either with you or return. Is this concept clear for goods sold on approval basis? हाँ, चलो ये problem solve करते हैं. While doing this problem also, I'll explain everything to make it more clear. Problem number 16, we are doing it now. Problem number 16. Statement of valuation of stock. Statement of valuation of stock as on 30th of June. Statement of valuation of stock as on 30th of June. ठीक है? Particulars and amount. And this time we have taken stock earlier. Closing stock as on 23rd June. How much it is on 23rd June 2020? 48 lakhs. First adjustment. Out of the goods and non-consignment, goods were 240 were unsold. So added back 240. Goods sent on consignment unsold 240. Purchases of 4 lakhs were made, out of which goods worth 160 were delivered on the 5th of July. So some purchases were made between this date, it's a part. So add purchases 4 lakh, out of which 160 was anyhow received on 6th of July. So how many goods are purchased between 23rd and 31st? Only 2,40,000. Because 160 were received on 5th of July. When I am reading, dear students, you are reading or not, then you will follow my analysis. Next, sales were 1360. Which included goods worth 320 sent on approval basis. Half of this were returned. Rest you accepted, no? So let us write. What is sale of goods between 23rd to this date? The sale was 1360. First, minus goods sold on approval basis, not accepted. So if they are not accepted, 320 were sent. Out of that, half was accepted. Half was not accepted. Nikal do. So what is now the sale of the goods between this date? Whatever sale was not accepted, it's not a part of the sale. So remove it. So what is the sale between this period? 12 lakh. And now what is my GP? They have given GP 125 and 25 GP. On cost it is 100. So 1/5 कितना आता है? 12 lakhs का 1/5. Calculations you can do faster than me and post it here. 240. So 9 lakh. One second, am I taking the GP correctly or not? One second. File got closed. What happened? 1 minute. Yes. Yeah. Quickly now. क्या बोला था आपको? Sales were 1361 second, and out of which half of the goods were returned. Goods are sold at cost plus 25%. However, goods costing 250 had been sold for 120. Oh, that is the googling. So again, that same. All the sales is not your normal sales, no? GP you have to minus in this sales. How much GP you are getting? 1 second. GP you are getting 240 goods are sold at 120. So there is a loss also in this. Gross profit is 240. 1 minute. I'll write it here. Gross profit is coming to 240. Correct or not? 12 lakhs into 25 by 125. Huh? But in this sales, नॉर्मल एबनॉर्मल सेल्स हम जीपी दोनों का अलग निकालेंगे जैसे लास्ट प्रॉब्लम में किया था. वेट प्लीज ऑल ऑफ यू. सेल्स इज करेक्ट. नाउ आउट ऑफ दिस सेल्स एबनॉर्मल सेल्स निकाल दो. हाउ मच इज एबनॉर्मल सेल्स? $1,20,000. So what is your normal sales? Normal sales is coming how much? 10,80,000. I hope you all are getting. Now what is GP on normal sales? 10,80,000 into 1 into 25 divided by 125. Normal sales. 120 sales is abnormal. So 1080 into 25 divided by 125. 2,16,000. And in abnormal sales, so there is gross loss. In abnormal sales, there is gross loss. 2,40,000 item is sold for 1,20,000. So 1,20,000 is loss. So what is the total net profit or GP? Net GP कितना आ रहा है आपको? करो. Yeah, if you have lost the track, write down one after another. Explanation I'll give again. Don't worry. आराम से अच्छे से पहले लिख लो, कहां से मिस हो गया. 2-3 things they are combining in this problem. I'm always emphasizing along with my material, ICI's backside problem. Unsolved problems are really good. This is one of the problems, not examples, at the back of the ICI material, and I found it really interesting. I usually add it here because these are the doubts. बाद में घर में फिर वही doubt आते हैं आपको. So we have done some add and less. So now, what is my sale of the goods? Sale of the goods was 1360. Out of that 160 to nikali do. So now sale of the goods is 12 lakh. Normal, abnormal, sub mila ke. So COGS is sales minus GP. Sales is 12 lakh and GP net is 96,000. These are the goods which are sold. So you have to minus it. Minus होगा ना ये. Minus the cost of the sale of the goods. Purchases add होगा, ये minus होगा. Nice problem it is. 12 lakh. आप लिखो. At least go on doing these steps with me. I will again re-explain. No. How did I get this? 12 lakh minus 96,000. 11 lakh. 11 lakh 4,000 is the cost of the sales which is sold. So minus purchase you add. Goods sold on consignment you add. Sales में all the story we did because there was normal abnormal sales. Actually, I think this is not looking good. We could have done all this in the working note and then write only this 11 lakh 4,000 directly. तो अच्छा भी लगता था, है ना? चलो. Okay, one more thing. Listen, all of you. Goods sold on approval basis is not over. Goods which are sold on approval basis is like 160, 320, 160. तो सेल में से तो निकाल दिया. But in stock, तो you have to take, no, you have to take it in the stock. So add back cost of goods sold on approval unaccepted. Unaccepted, now returned. So 160 is the selling price. Cost will be 100. Anyone in the class is having doubt? 160 selling price 125. So cost will be 100. 1,28,000 वो भी ऐड करो. 128 वो भी ऐड करो. And now whatever you get the total value of the stock, closing stock as on 31st of 30th of June 2020. कितना आ रहा है आपका क्लोजिंग स्टॉक? ऐड करके अमाउंट बोलो. 48 lakh plus 240 plus 240. I'm saying loudly so that you all can also do. Minus 11 lakh 4,000 plus 128. 43 lakh 4,000. In this you will add goods purchased in transit. See, First listen, then you write. ये देखो, 4 lakh goods were purchased between 23rd June to 30th June. They were purchased, but they were in transit. Out of 4 lakh 160 is on transit. So 30th June तक 240 मिला है. But remaining is with the transport wala, but it is my stock. No, this much stock is there in my godown. But this which is in transit 160 is also my stock. So what is my final value of closing stock on 30th of June 2020 is 44,64,000. थोड़ा पेशेंस से करना है. आप पूरा लिख लो. 2 things you cannot do. Many of you are doing the class through mobile. It's okay. थोड़ा आराम से screen, if you want I can zoom in एक एक करके. I'll scroll up. लिख लो. I will explain everything again. लिख लो पूरा प्रॉब्लम. आई एम हियर ओनली. Yes. Shall I explain again the full problem? Listen, all of you. My closing stock on 23rd June was 48 lakhs. Some goods I had sent on consignment, they didn't accept. So between this, whatever are the rejections, added back to my stock, 240. Some goods I had sent on approval basis, 160, they didn't accept. 160 is selling price, at cost 128, add कर दो. ठीक है? Purchases is how much? 4 lakh minus 160. Okay, why did I minus 160? Because from 23rd June to 30th, received in our go down, 160 was received in 4th of July. So how much is to be added? 240, but 160 was my stock. It's already included in my purchases. So I have added it, but I added it last as in transit. If you want, okay, if you add यहाँ पे 240 and 160. So I hope goods sent is clear, purchase is clear, goods which are returned and not accepted on approval are clear. Now, some goods which are sold during this period, 1360, out of which goods were not accepted, वो सेल में से माइनस होगा 160 और स्टॉक में ऐड हुआ 128. Is this clear or not? Goods which are sold on approval basis and not accepted, minus from the sale, add it in the stock at cost. Now, so I had removed 160, I got sale of the goods. Now abnormal sales I have removed. Normal sales pay I got normal GP. Abnormal goods pay I can have GP or there could be loss also. So there is a GP loss. So finally, how much is my GP? 96. In my total sales, 12 lakhs. Do this problem again at home. If you face any doubt in doing it yourself with your analysis, ma'am, I'm stuck up at this point. Send me a voice note today. आपको समझ में आया? योर सेल्स इज 12 lakhs, बट इन 12 lakhs एबनॉर्मल सेल्स में देयर इज अ लॉस एंड नॉर्मल सेल्स में प्रॉफिट, सो जीपी तो माइनस होगा. तभी whatever goods you have sold, okay, in this period, whatever goods you have sold from 23rd put 10 items were there, but if 3 are sold, I want stock of 31st 7, so that's why we should minus this 6. I hope everything is clear. Let us, oh sorry, by mistake the screen got closed. Have you all honestly finished writing everything and understanding? There are 2 3 good problems, but I will continue it in tomorrow's class. I think I won't need more than half a class for this, and then we will start with depreciation. ठीक है? तो वो तो करेंगे, but I want all of you to go to your booster notes and write some messages now. Yeah. See, this is your inventory. कितना अच्छा लिखा था कल पूरे booster notes. 6 method, purchases, how do you take, normal, abnormal, all that. Chalo, for today you write down. Stock taking on 23rd March. ऐसे ही लिखो booster notes में date के साथ. If stock taking is on 23rd March, add purchases minus the purchase return. Net purchase जो भी है till 31st March add कर दो, minus sales minus sales return till 31st March. Whatever is the stock on 23rd March, whatever is sales after that minus कर दो, purchase add कर दो, you will get inventory on 31st March. Can I change it now? Stock on 15th of April. Add sales minus sales return from 1st April to 15th April. Whatever goods you have sold, add back. Minus, some purchase you have made from 1st to 15th, but it was not there on 1st, so minus. Purchase minus purchase return. Same. From 1st April to 15th of April. You will get inventory on 31st March. So how was the journey from 23rd to 31st or from 15th to 31st? Is this clear both the ways? Nice. Chalo. Next. कुछ और भी एडजस्टमेंट्स किए हैं ना हमने, तो वो भी अब लिख देंगे. Value of stock on 23rd March. Just take one example. Add back goods sold on consignment. Add back goods sold on consignment. Goods sold नहीं, goods sent on consignment, unsold. Add back. Add back goods sold on approval, unsold. At cost. Goods are sold on approval basis, but if they are unsold, add it in your stock. Goods sent on consignment, add it in your stock. Goods in transit, अगर कुछ goods transit में पड़े हैं, but purchased. Purchase का बिल तो बन गया है, लेकिन ट्रांजिट में है, 4th April को आ रहे हैं. But purchase now received on 4th of April. Goods in, I'm saying also, if you are not following my writing, I'm saying also, goods are in transit. Purchase now. Received on 4th of April. क्लियर है सबको? ऐड करना है और माइनस स्लो मूविंग आइटम reduction in value. Slow moving item in stock is 11,000, but now NRV says it's like 6,000. So 5,000 minus kar do straight from the stock. Just deduct 5,000. I hope you all are following what I am making you write. ठीक है? More examples you do, you can add more to this. And now I want to give you notes for goods sold on approval basis. Goods sold on approval basis. Very quick note. Write down, listen and write down heading. When goods are sent on approval basis, recorded as sales. When goods are sent on approval basis, recorded as sales. When goods are accepted, no entry. If goods are very well accepted, no entry. When goods are returned and rejected, they are rejected and then returned. वैसे लिखना चाहिए. So first effect आप क्या देते हो? Minus from sales. See, I'm telling you, this is what students take from me. After attending the class, they write the booster with notes with me. This will never be printed. I hope you are analyzing. First effect, minus from the sales. Sales वैसे minus कर दो, क्योंकि these goods are not accepted. Second effect, plus in closing stock at cost. ये तो ऊपर भी आपको लिखाया. I made you write here also. Plus in stock at cost. Yes. All clear or not? Anyone is having any conflict in the mind with the language of the booster notes? Grammar आप correct करना. Grammar अलग है. Language means understanding is clear or not. These dialogues I am giving as if I am talking to you when you do your second revision. I hope when I go to the booster notes like this, look at the pages we have filled. Have you maintained like this booster notes for all the chapters? This is for BRS, this. It's going to be very helpful. ठीक है? Today's problem were technical, मतलब अच्छा analysis करना है आपको. Revise it. If you have any doubts, send me a message, please, and we will take up more problems. Concept teaching is over for this chapter, but for this kind of add and less, I have given some more problems. So we will take it tomorrow, but they are very small. So maybe half an hour, whatever time is required. And then in the same class, we will start with the next chapter, that is depreciation. Okay? Any doubts? Anyone in the class? No? Thank you so much then. Bye-bye all of you. See you all tomorrow.